So the tow truck just got here. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Retro Motorsports USA, and in this video you're going to see us prep mostly my Sierra 318 for the trip of a lifetime that is the vintage 2025 and all the activities associated with it. There's a ton of stuff in this trip that you guys are going to want to stay tuned and check out. I'm not sure how we're going to release it. I think we're going to release it as a preparation video, then the main video. So stay tuned, but for now, enjoy me prepping my Sierra 318 for the drive of the vintage, which is going to be just shy about 2,000 miles. All right, guys, so I am back with the Sierra 318 2.8 swap car. We are just about loaded up, ready for the vintage. The car is prepped. I got a whole list of stuff that I took care of. I'll probably put the list here on the screen. Even though you guys didn't see me take care of some of this stuff, I've been very busy getting this car up to par. I hated to do it, but I did raise the suspension about a ½ inch all the way around just because I know that I'm going to want to drive this car hard and I don't want to worry about it rubbing on stuff. So I did the unthinkable. I did raise the car just a bit, as well as a whole bunch of other maintenance to ensure that we get down to North Carolina and back without an issue. I want to enjoy the car and not work on it out there unless needed. That being said, I usually would bring a big bin like this, but on a trip like this, I'm just gonna bring a small bin, and I'm really only gonna bring the stuff that would be a pain to get at a parts store on the side of the road. I'm going with friends, so if we need a part, we can find it. This isn't like we're gonna be going to the racetrack or a drift event and we're gonna be trying to break stuff. We're just driving down, driving back, and this car's pretty sorted. I drive it like an hour every day, an hour each way every day. And so I'm pretty confident that it'll be just fine. So just a small box, and that should do. So yeah, I'll get back with you guys when the car is loaded, and then we are gonna hit the road. All right, so it's about 5 a.m. Me and Fernie got our 318s loaded up. There's Fernie's over there. Mine's sitting here idling. We are ready to go. Packed, locked, and loaded. The vintage, here we come.
I feel like we've been here before.
Yeah, last time we were going to Florida, it felt the same way. But yeah, let's get on the road.
In this episode, we will be headed up north to Hendersonville, North Carolina. Basically, the vintage is a BMW enthusiast gathering. Only old classic cars are allowed. Nothing new is allowed in. This is the first year they're allowing E36s in, so of course, that's why I'm taking mine. Never been, looking very forward to it, and I will be cruising up with John. So he has an E34 530, and we will be making this 700-mile journey. Hopefully everything goes well. Probably not, but that's the fun of it. Either way, going to be meeting with the North guys around South Carolina, somewhere in that area. We don't really know yet specifically. Going to just play it by ear, and then once we get closer to each other, we'll probably plan a little rendezvous. Don't know where specifically just yet. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stick around till the end. Current setup, we are officially underway. ETA is 7:10. AC cranking, windows up. Got the E34 behind me. We're ready. So we are now officially on I-75. Got the GPS set to Jacksonville. Got the E34 behind me. And the big open road. Man, this feels really good. Never road tripped this car. This will be my first time taking it across several states. So a little backstory about the M3 that I currently own. Now, I picked this up about 5 years ago. I've personally put 50,000 miles on it myself over the past 5 years, but it was more so for daily use, getting around town, and maybe a 2-hour, 3-hour trip here and there. When I got this car, I got it at a certain time within the market. So this was back in spring of 2020, spring 2020. I was in the market for an M3 because I had just sold my Calypso Route 325i and I wanted an M3. This was around the time when they started going up in price, but not everybody caught on. It was just starting to get up there. But there was a point when only the coupes started rising in value ever so slightly. Now the sedans and convertibles for like a few months stayed put. So that's why I resorted to a sedan E36 M3, because that's all I had the money for at the time. Nevertheless, I love this car so much. I would prefer having an M3 sedan and a coupe drift car, which is exactly what I own today. And yeah, this car was great when I got it. I got it with 152,000 and like 460 miles. Now we're at 195,806. So got pretty acquainted with the car over the past couple years, and it's never let me down, knock on wood. But you get the gist. You know, it's a good car, no rust, and man, I love this thing so much. So very excited to take you guys on this trip with us. Hope you enjoy it just as much as we do.
Got Tim's S62 E34 and Tim's friend's Tim 1000R. Pretty neat. Dakota's over here playing with his dad's E46. Whew. Trevor's car looks so good on the throwing stars. Even he's pretty low, man. I mean, oh man. Just waiting on John in the E28 at M535i. All right, we've made it to Kentucky, and we met up with this guy, Ben. Ben seems pretty cool. He's got an S52 E34 with ITB, so that's pretty cool. John's E28's doing good. Freddie's doing good. We all seem to be doing good. Tim and Tim are swapping. Tim's gonna drive, Tim's gonna ride. So next stop, Buc-ee's. Here we are, first stop, about 30 minutes outside of Jacksonville. Pop the hood. Yeah, I know. Not ideal, but checking everything over. I have a small leak from that hose. I keep tightening it, but it keeps leaking, so I'm gonna have to just keep an eye on that. Otherwise, everything is right where I left it. Front end is taped off, just because I don't want to get smoked with bugs. Taillights went out, so I had to move the sockets around. Current setup, tools, merch, parts, the Widowmaker, my flashlight, which I gotta keep on me. So far, so good. There we go. So this is John's E34 530. So take me back to the first day when you got it.
It had a dead mist in it. It had a 3-liter engine in it. We fixed that engine, and it was running fine, and we spun a belt and blew that engine. Then we put a B40 in it.
B40 out of a 740 95 car.
Yep.
Plug and play swap. M5 interior, needs some reupholstering, but still really cool to see. Fresh paint, M parallels, M5 Aero. Very cool car all around. Front end's probably the coolest thing about it, in my opinion, because he's got the, what are these headlights called again?
Euro lights, the Euro Hellas.
Euro Hello lights? Nice.
All that and lamps too.
Oh yeah, even the fog lamps are matching. Super cool. How's the car doing?
It's doing great. It hasn't missed a lick the whole time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's running as best as it ever has.
And this is the farthest you've driven it from Tampa?
Yes. Haven't driven it much further than, in a day than what we're doing today.
Then around town, right? And then you're going to be splitting off and going to Ohio after the event, so it'll be pretty fun to stretch this across the country.
Pretty much about 2,500 miles is what I'm doing.
25 all in?
Yep.
Nice. It'll do it. No problem. Well, that was quick. All right, well, behind on schedule. Unfortunately, John's alternator let go on his 530i, but that's okay, kind of, because I did locate an alternator in Columbia, Georgia, or is it South Carolina? I forget. I think it's Georgia. Regardless, we were looking for a parts store that had one in stock. Unfortunately, nobody had one from here to the vintage. Hopped on Marketplace, was looking for part outs. You know the drill. And I found a B40 full complete engine for sale with an alternator. So I messaged the guy and convinced him to sell it to us. Thankfully, he came around, willing to help us out. And now the plan is to stretch that car 300 miles. We're currently 4.5 hours out. Fingers crossed that she makes it. It did fine for the first 4-hour drive. Now let's see with the new battery if it'll stretch it to the second half. If it does that and we get there, if that car rolls in to that guy's yard or wherever we're meeting him, and we get that alternator in, we're good. We're home free. We're gonna send it to the vintage, and we're not gonna let that car die just yet. Fill up number 3. About 20 minutes from picking up the alternator. M3 looking good. 530 is hanging on. I think she'll make it. Nice. Well, little side mission. Gotta throw the alternator in right now. Couldn't even make it to the guy's house. Got him bringing it to us. Right now we're just taking everything apart, so when he arrives that we can just throw it together and hit the road. All right, so we discovered that his tensioner is also shot. Thankfully, that guy with the full motor is actually going to grab one for us right now. The car wouldn't even make it to his house, but thankfully he was close enough to where it made sense for him to come get it, and we're glad that we made it this far. So got the bottom bolt off the tensioner now. Gonna get this nut off right here, and then that's all done. But this thing is shot. And it was also rubbing on the crank pulley too, or the harmonic balancer, so that's just no good there. So we'll get that off, and then she'll be replaced very shortly.
Made it like 500 miles like that.
Yeah, how many hours was it?
I think 7 hours, 7.5 hours now.
It's never easy.
No.
All right, after a long process getting this back together, officially made it, found these guys, and we are officially parked. So we're gonna go to sleep and see everybody in the morning.
Well, it's Friday morning. The gang's all here. Alex, John, and Nico made it up from Tampa.
We made it.
Yeah, we all made it. We got a lineup of cars here, so now we'll probably find a car wash or something, or a Waffle House maybe.
Yep.
Alex wrapped the front of his car blue.
Yep, Laguna Seca on the way up.
All right, so we just got breakfast. Now we're out here at the car wash getting our cars cleaned up before going to the Alpina event at the Ultimate Driving Museum. Super excited for that.
We didn't bring our Alpina, but we brought our 318s, some M3s, and an E34. So, yeah, cars are looking good. I'm excited. Entering the land of BMW, where all the X's are produced.
What's with you in 20s?
It's crazy to see the difference in what you could get in an Alpina interior. Some floor mats or the full treatment. The M52, still a 3.2 liter, or the 4.6.
That's exactly why I came all this way. This is an Alpina race car.
Yeah, I know.
Literally, I seen a video on this in Germany.
Good place to be. That's random. All right, never mind. So here outside of the BMW Alpina Ultimate Driving Museum, and Alex pulling in blew his strut tower, and so I was running a strut bar on my car, and now he's gonna run it, so he just took it off.
Just blowing strut towers, you know. Just blowing strut towers, you know how it goes.
So now we are smacking his metal straight, and then throwing my strut bar on it to limp it to the Airbnb, where we'll see what we can do. We're now entering the gates of BMW. Gonna check out what they got over here. We got that over here. Pulling up to get our picture, and there's a line. E36 wouldn't be an E36 without puddle underneath it.
Dude, that's like oil fan rear main.
I guess it's just a BMW thing.
You just know what's good, bro.
Pulling up to the Airbnb now. Scraping a little bit on this little gravel road, but we'll make it. Oh, okay, we're gonna drive over here. Airbnb came with the whole garage, so we're gonna use it. We just gotta get it in.
And we got the Rams.
Oh, shit.
Let me get you on the other side, boss.
Oh, let me get in here. I wonder why this is covered with a blanket. Whoop. Keep coming. Keep coming. Good.
How about that?
All right, guys, so we are now settled in. Got the Airbnb. It is an absolutely beautiful place. It exceeded my expectations along with everybody else. Some people didn't realize it'd be this good, and I think we found our future home for next year. So we're coming back. Yeah, it didn't take long before a car ended up in the garage on jack stands, but got Nico in here, checking things over. Beautiful place though. Big open yard. Got some firewood at our convenience to burn. Got a nice porch all the way over there.
Dude, there's 2 horses. I saw a miniature horse over there too.
And cool place. You know, it's a much needed. Last time these cars were together was I don't even know when.
I don't
think ever.
I don't think the Sierra had an engine in it last time these were together.
Yeah, I think it had no drivetrain. In the far right corner, John's E34 530. Unfortunately, this car put us out for about 6 hours on the side of the road due to a failing alternator. And unfortunately, if you take a look, his clutch fan took a stroll into his hood. It is what it is, but we made it. The car is here in one piece and it's running great. So he'll be enjoying the weekend with this. Got Fernie's E36 Ti. You've all seen this before. Honestly, too many times, but good car. No, Fernie is the man to be driving this across the country like it's a brand new car. He's nuts. But yeah, his E36 Ti, M52 swapped. Is it a welded diff currently? He drove here on a welded diff. Sounds about Fernie. Right here we've got Trevor's E36 318IS. So this one's rolled into the north location several times. One time being a paint correction, another time for these throwing stars. What else did you guys do? You did a radio recently, right?
And full power steering system.
Did a radio and a full power steering system overhaul. How's the car, Trevor? Good?
Beautiful.
Good.
Oh, and the bushings too.
You guys did bushings?
Yep.
Yeah, we did trailing our bushings.
Oh, we were trailing on bushings? Cool. And as we all just saw, John's E28 M535. Alpine white over beige interior. And then we've all seen Matt's Sierra Rot E36, also M52 swapped.
This thing's doing great.
You said it's doing great. It looks a lot better at this new height. You might not be able to tell much of a difference, but I think this is the height you should keep it at. Good morning, good afternoon. I don't even know what time it is. We've been going crazy. Our newest drop, the Retro Motorsports t-shirts with the LTW car. We're also having a sale on the Alpina shirts, which take a look around. This place is just crazy. I can't even get a good look at everything because it's just a lot to take in. This is pretty cool. We don't know what it is, whether it's Daytona Violet or Techno Violet, but it's definitely a BMW purple helmet. And my favorite piece of it all, the BMW Roundel. Hold on, this thing's manual? Hold on. Oh, dude, this thing's awesome.
Can we get a car check real quick? What is this? First of all, nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Alex,
Thank
good to meet you, man.
Tim. Yeah, this is a 91 BMW 850i V12 manual. So
That's
it's
crazy.
One of 73 that's red on black, brilliant bright red. So
Factory manual?
yeah, man, factory manual.
Wow, I didn't even
man.
realize that.
Yeah,
That's
like
awesome.
maybe 3 weeks ago, this engine and transmission was sitting in my garage on the floor.
Like a lot of these cars,
So
yeah.
I'm just happy to get it back together and get it on the road.
Man, you
So
killed it, man.
we're
Happy
still
to see you
setting
here,
it
Tim.
down.
Yeah.
Man, happy to be here.
Enjoy the show. John Medina brought this down from Chicago.
doing?
Good to see you.
Good to see you as
Thanks,
always.
thanks for bringing Brittany. Any BMW enthusiast would love to be here. If you didn't get the chance to come this year, you should definitely make the trip next year. We're definitely coming every year. We found our future Airbnb every time we're coming because this event is probably the best one I've ever been to in my whole life of being into these cars.
Sacrificial pieces that was gone.
I understand.
But yeah, some guy turning a race car.
I love it.
And then the back quarter panels are gone too.
Oh, really?
I had some I don't know what they are, some 318 panels.
Oh, and you have to bring
Stay right there, bro. What did you just do?
Those guys were fucking pissed, bro.
What did you just do?
I fucking robbed them, dude.
You just cleared out the
I
whole...
cleared them out.
Oh
Dude,
my
his
gosh.
His homie was so drunk, he was so mad that he sold me all that shit for the low, dude.
This man just bought every single poster from one of the tents. Oh, I'm going through them. This man, John, just pulls up with a poster-filled E28. This is crazy. What's good? Welcome back. Day 3. I lost my voice. We're in the mountains, about 2,400 feet above sea level. What do we got going on, Matt?
We're just up here for a cruise. I hopped out of the 318, hopped in my M3.
Got M3, M535, M52 Ti, E36 328, and last but not least, E36 M3. So, you boys ready?
Alright guys, so here we are. Fernie went a little bit off course, hit the guardrail. It's not horrible, but definitely gonna need to get towed out of here. And we gotta figure out how to get it back to Chicago.
I need a T20.
Working on it, literally right now.
We have a tow truck on the way already. Matt's getting some tools to help him take some stuff apart. Sad day. Sad day, dude. The best part is the guardrail saved his life. It's a far drop. It's literally straight down. It doesn't look like it on camera, but that is straight down. Instant death.
Eric, thank you so much.
Shout out to our guy Eric from the Partsman. I don't know who's calling me right now. Alex is calling me. We'll call him back.
Shout out to this guy.
Shout
You
out to
saved
this
7
guy.
cars this weekend? 7? That's
This guy's
awesome, man.
We really needed some parts to get home, and he hooked it up fat. So, shout out to Eric again from Partsman.
Yep, I got the rotor, I got the E34 caliper, and then we got the whole front end, crash bar, and the radiators in there too. So, we're out of here.
That parts store.
Obviously, everything is repairable, but I never bought this car with the intention of spending a whole bunch of money on it, and that is going to take a lot to repair. It served me really well. I've had the car for 7 years. I got it for $300 at first. I put a lot of time and money into it, yes, but I got more than enough memories, fun, and smiles per gallon out of this thing that I couldn't ask for. So I'm just glad no one else got hurt. I'm not hurt. Car's messed up, but you know, we got that silver sedan that we're working on, and you guys will see that thing running soon.
Unfortunately, doesn't
It
seem
could
realistic.
happen. Obviously, anything is fixable, but it's just not worth the time or effort. We need to get back to home. We need to get back on schedule, and this thing just doesn't fit in. It was listed for $350. It was on Craigslist. This was before Facebook Marketplace, and I got them down to $300. The wiring harness was toast. It had the 4-cylinder in it, and I got it in a couple months. Ripped the 4-cylinder out, swapped it with an M50. Realized the M50 was slow. Swapped it again. Took it drifting, taken it to many different events across Wisconsin, Illinois. I've been to Florida with it, as you guys saw, now South Carolina, and Man, it's been a blast. Honestly, like I said, the history behind this car is amazing, and if this is how it has to go out, I can't really be mad. She's put in her work for sure, and if this is time for her to rest, so be it.
I have
Everything.
2 hangars. Then I got a barn, 16 by 60 barn, it's 18 by 60 barn, full of BMW parts.
You live nearby?
Yeah, I'm 50 minutes away. But that's what happens to a lot of my parts. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
So it's all new inventory. See the new radiators and head gaskets?
Let me see.
I gotta go through them.
Damn.
Oh my.
You want to see some more? I'm gonna show you something else.
I'm down.
Oh yeah.
There's a whole car in here.
M3.
What?
That's my M3. That's M3.
Your M3.
Look at the wheel.
DS2s, how got red?
How many miles?
140.
140K.
It was immaculate.
Black interior, manual. Wow. And you,
It's the police submerged. It can be. See, people can tear it. They can take it down, tear it down, start all over again if they want.
Fully submerged.
no rust?
Fully
No
submerged
rust.
in the water.
Zero.
in the flood.
Wow. How devastating. I mean, have you had a lot of these?
Even then, it's been flooded. It's still a beautiful car. Excuse me.
I know.
Man, that's crazy.
Fully submerged.
Damn, man.
I have.
And these are all parts in these boxes, like clusters and stuff. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you. And I could tell you which chassis it is, model.
This is a year-long project, but minimum. Easy, maybe 2, 3.
See here, look.
You
look,
seem like you got a lot of-
This is just one. This is just 116. Damn.
He's got a price.
I have the water level.
You could see a shadow line all across the corner.
Yeah, so 26 airplanes got killed.
Maybe that white wall will pick it up real
Wow.
nice.
Total.
Do you
I
fly?
didn't
You can see
realize
that.
this is a still working airport.
Yeah, they active runway. We can't yell that for on the road.
Yeah, go. Yeah.
Sorry.
I'll do answer. Who can guess this? Trivia.
Trivia.
What's that go to?
E30 M3, I'm guessing.
E30 M3 trunk, maybe?
Maybe.
I don't
Factory.
know.
Factory. I looked it up. The cheapest I found used was $1,100.
Oh, wow.
That's a factory part.
He said trivia.
Put name and number on the
Shit,
list.
it's new in stock.
It's brand new.
Oh, it's never been
I have
done.
tons like this.
Never
New.
been
Got on.
NOS.
Yeah. That's an Alpino wheel, if I'm not mistaken.
And that's up here. Now here's another one.
That's insane.
Here, no. Look at that wheel. Look at that piece.
Dude.
9-inch wide, right?
I don't know sure if they're 9s. I mean,
That is 9 or 10.
7s, 15 by 7s.
It's 7. That's 7. You better bar than that. Where
As
is
you
it?
see, 15 by 7J.
Oh, okay, it's just 750.
this might be like an E34.
No, this was a wrap. This is an Alpine wheel.
For an E34 or?
No. This is the wheel that came in the later 3.0.
Oh, E9?
E9.
Super cool.
Tip of the iceberg.
Man,
Tip of the iceberg.
here's Franny's radiator.
Burning radiator.
What's up with this valve cover?
All we did. That's for eat. That's
What would you want for this?
I don't know. Maybe offer.
$20?
Sure.
I'd hang it as a wall piece. That's all I'd use it for.
That's for. Guy offered me 40. I wanted 50, but now it's time to.
I'll give you
Give
half.
it-
I'll
give
give
it
you
away.
a crisp 20.
And I paid more than 20 polishing this.
Oh, I know, but this will be cool to hang. It'll look good.
I
in my
did.
shop.
I
I
know.
know you did. I already know you did too.
I'll send you a picture when it's hung up. This is pretty
You
cool.
gotta polish it.
Yeah,
later.
Yeah,
good.
let's
I
look in the
It's
shop.
gonna look great at the
Yeah.
shop.
I know. I was
You
gonna
gonna
do
put
work
it
on
inside the
that.
office or
really
outside the office?
Don't use a Brillo pad. Use a real light Pullman. It'll come right out. You don't want to scratch it.
Okay.
That's been.
It's probably
It's in good shape. It's just it's in a
Look
really
at
good.
the right there. That's how the rest of it.
So from here out, it's been a long few days.
Long weekend.
He's going back down to Tampa with Nico. John's actually going to Ohio in the E34. And then me, Fernie, and John, we're taking both of my cars and we're heading to Georgia, where we're going to go visit some friends as well as my grandparents. And then we're headed back to Chicago. So we'll take you along for a little bit if we see anything interesting there. But besides that, this is going to end our vintage experience. So thank you guys. We will catch you soon.
And I'll be waiting for you when you get back. We'll be sitting up here the next year.
Yes, we will see you guys next year.
Next year for sure.
Please
Every
let
year.
the E36
Every year.
in.
We will see you every year.
If we
at the
behave,
vintage.
let us know, because we want to come back.
Every year from
We'll
here
be
on
here.
out.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so we are out here at the 944 barn. If you guys don't know Elliot,
probably don't own a 944, but if you own a 944, you definitely know Elliot with the 944 barn. Parts out hundreds of these 944s. He's got a ton of cool stuff, and he's been showing us around. So, little side quest, but I've wanted to stop by here for years, and when in Rome, we had to stop by. He lives in the same small town as my grandparents, so we just had to stop by, and I'm so thankful that we did. Shout out to Elliot for giving us a tour. We'll definitely include some of the footage that we found here, but we're certainly taking notes on how he organizes his part out stuff. And I mean, he's got a whole property to do it. We don't have that quite yet, but we'll get there. And so yeah, Canyon's in there, taking the car apart, cranking away. So yeah, we'll get back with you when we're on the road. All right, so it is Tuesday morning, and we've been doing a lot of driving. We decided to slow down, stay the night here in Robbinsville, North Carolina. And if you know, it's right outside of Tail of the Dragon. So we're this close, can't miss an opportunity, even though the cars are completely packed. We're gonna go hit the Tail of the Dragon. Not gonna hit it hard, but we're gonna go check it out. Made it to what feels like the top. These wheels are going to be black by the time we get home. They're already halfway there.
Awesome experience. If you've never been to the Tail of the Dragon, you need to come at least once in your life. It's been nothing but a blast so far.
All right, so we completed Tail of the Dragon. Both cars did great. Just popped hoods, checked oil, checked fluids, no drips, no leaks. The trunks are full, so there was a few noises back there. But the cars are doing good. M3 with the hawk pads, tons of brake dust. I hate them. But the 318 with the 318 brakes, no real brake dust, pretty good. I kind of wish I was driving the M3. I let John drive the M3, and I was driving the 318 with the M52, but it still feels pretty good. We were not going 10/10ths. We were going like 7/8 and, stay between the mustard and the mayo. If you don't know, the Tail of the Dragon here starts at the east-south corner of Tennessee and runs 11 miles, and there's 318 turns in that 11 miles, and it's a crazy road. So if you're ever in the area like we are, you just gotta stop. We're both tanked up. I haven't touched that, so that's about 1,274 miles. He's at like 1,260. So both these cars have done about the same mileage.
We're about to go up another 500 home, and we'll be like 1,750 by the time we get home for each car.
Next stop, Chicago. All right, so we made it back to Chicago. First stop, Fernie's house, because we had to drop him off. He's got no car. So from here, I'm going to go home, unpack, but this is going to be it. So thank you guys for coming along with us for our 2025 vintage experience. It's been hectic. It's been crazy. It's been all over the place. But my two cars both did 1,850 miles, no problems. And to give Fernie's car credit, it would have driven home. We had all the parts to get it home besides the bent frame. We can't do anything about that. So see you guys next time. Thanks.